There is another international story that we're watching that is starting to draw international eyes, including from British Prime Minister Theresa May, urging restraint, urgently calling for restraint on both sides to avoid escalation in the tensions between two longtime rivals and two nuclear powers. I'm talking about India and Pakistan. Pakistan saying it shot down two Indian warplanes and has two pilots in custody. This is following airstrikes India launched yesterday and that we reported on then. Thomas Daigle is in London with more on the dangerous escalation.
This is Pakistan today setting a red line, Heather, shooting down what it described as two Indian warplanes. Pakistan also capturing today two Indian pilots who had apparently flown into Pakistani airspace. Now, keep in mind, this comes in the context of Indian forces carrying out airstrikes on the Pakistani side of the border for the first time in nearly 5 decades. These are two neighbors who have a deep history of conflict, specifically in that disputed region of Kashmir. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan addressed his nation just earlier today, saying his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi should sit down for talks and find a way out of this crisis. Khan saying today better sense can prevail. But the fear is today's dramatic escalation could lead to further violence between the two regional rivals who are both nuclear armed and who have repeatedly gone to war over that region, Heather.
So, yes, this has been a historic flashpoint, certainly, Thomas, but this most recent escalation in terms of immediate cause, what has led to this new tension?
Well, keep in mind, this was Pakistan's response to India just yesterday, launching airstrikes against a Pakistani militant group on the Pakistani-controlled side of Kashmir. Keep in mind, this is a disputed region. India controls part of it. Pakistan controls another part. And 2 weeks ago, a Pakistan-based militant group carried out a car bomb attack, which killed about 40 Indian paramilitary forces in Kashmir. India's foreign minister repeated today their airstrikes were targeted on that one group, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and that was meant as a way, in her words, to prevent further terrorist attacks in India. Here she is defending that today.
This was not a military operation. No military installations were targeted. The limited objective of the preemptive strike was to act decisively against the terrorist infrastructure of Jaish-e-Mohammed in order to preempt another terror attack in India. India does not wish to see further escalation of this situation. India will continue to act with responsibility and restraint.
The question now is how far will all of this go? The U.S. and China calling on those two rivals to de-escalate tensions, and British Prime Minister Theresa May here just a few minutes ago saying her government is deeply concerned over the situation in Kashmir, and it sounds like Pakistan and India know very well what is at stake. The Pakistani Prime Minister saying just a few minutes ago, history tells us that wars are full of miscalculation, Heather.
Thomas Daigle there in London.